Dr. Zorba is taking your calls at 270-9933. We'll go to Rick in Stoughton. Hi, Rick. What's your question?
Hi. I was wondering, I had a antibodies test, and I was wondering if there is a false positive or false negative for that.
You bet. You bet. Every single test has a false positive and a false negative. So you get an antibody test. If it says it was positive, maybe. That's probably depends on the test. Might be 90% accurate, which means 10% of the time it's not correct. And a false negative test says, well, maybe you probably didn't have COVID, but there still is a possibility that you did. So you've got to look at that in terms of what you're doing. That means social distancing is still important because we don't know what antibodies really mean. And once again, you may walk out of the test, you may say, hey, I don't have COVID, but you went to the grocery store and picked up COVID in the grocery store. The only thing we know that works is social distancing and, of course, putting on that mask to keep from spreading it to other people.
And as you said before, if you have the antibodies, we still don't know if that protects you from COVID-19, right?
Right. That's exactly right. We think that it may. That's just how it is. We think that we may. And frankly, I'm looking for Anthony Fauci, Dr. Anthony Fauci. If he goes, antibodies protect you, then I think antibodies protect you. He's the one who's in charge. He knows what he's doing. He's the man.
How concerned should we be on the sudden rise in the number of cases?
Well, we should be concerned because it shows that here it is. It's summer. We thought, gee, it's summer like influenza, and maybe it'll go away. Maybe things will be better. And all of a sudden, we find that there's a rise in cases. Why? Because people are going out of sheltering. They're not wearing masks. They're spreading it. And the fact is, we're going to know more over the next week or two because lots of things are going on. People move around more in the summer, and people are simply tired of being inside. So right now, the rise in cases is very distressing. Yes.
All right, let's go to Stephen in Madison. Hi, Stephen. What's your question?
I just recently went on a trip to South Dakota, and I have a little bit of a sniffles, and my friends are bugging me and want me to have the test, and I wanted to ask doctors what he thinks about that.
Well, you certainly can go get the test because you have it. But remember, a negative test doesn't mean that you didn't have COVID. So if you've been to an area, and you're concerned, you should still stay 6 feet away from people and wear a mask. But I think if you've got the sniffles and you're worried, get the test. I tell people, want to get the test, that's fine. But remember, the test is not 100% accurate, and that's the problem.
And the allergies are really bad right now, too.
Allergies are bad. I have been very good. I've got allergies. I've got pollen. All you have to do is go out. I can go out and look at my car, and it says the dust.
I know, it's covered.
Oh, yeah.
It's covered in dust. That means it's in the air. That means it's in your nose and in your lungs. And for me, I've got allergies, and it makes me very congested. So allergies are really prime right now. And a lot of people have the sniffles, really just have allergies.
All right, let's go to Ruth in Madison. Hi, Ruth.
Hello, hello.
Hi, what's your question?
The question is regarding body and or organ donations during the time of this virus. If someone already planned ahead to do so, but is the body tested, and then what happens in this day of the virus if you're known to be?
I'm not exactly sure what happens with organ donations. Certainly, I think they go through a series of tests to see whether or not, if you perish, whether or not you perish from COVID. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but I know that they're always up to date on making sure that things are healthy for any donation. And I also know they have not stopped organ donations.
Oh, it's an interesting question. Let's go to Tony in Stoughton. Hi, Tony. What's your question?
I had a question about microfiber masks. I haven't heard anybody say anything about them, and supposedly they're more effective than these masks that people are wearing.
Well, masks really keep you from spreading it to other people. Any kind of a mask, an N95 is good, microfiber is good. But frankly, anything that really keeps droplets that come out of your nose from spreading it to others is going to be useful. The N95 being the gold standard. But anything that goes over you is going to help other people. Now, does it protect you from actually getting COVID from others? The CDC is still waffling on how much it does that. But I think once you wear a mask, you're being polite, just like washing your hands after you go to the washroom. And when the mask is on your face, you're less likely to touch your eyes, touch your nose, and touch your mouth. You can't. You've got the mask on your face, so it's helpful to you.
All right, we are out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Zorba, thank you for your time.
Great to see you, Zorba.
My pleasure.
Thanks so much.